Welcome to the 155th broadcast of the T-Row Show. It's your host, Keith. I got John with me.
Good morning, folks.
All right, what we're going to be talking about today, which we normally don't do, but we're going to do this. We're going to go over a traffic stop. And hopefully this will show you how we see them, what we see every day. It will give people a better perspective as to what's really going on while they're in this traffic stop. Because and I think it was 153 and 154, we were talking about communism and how it came around. Then you have the National Registration Act in 1982, just to brush everybody up on what we talked about last week and the week before. So now, which by the way has been shared with many, and many are finally seeing this. They're finally seeing what we're talking about, which is really good. We're getting through to them. Okay, believe it or not, folks, we're getting through to military. We're getting through to these guys to say, hey, wake your ass up. You've got the Communist Party running the show. Okay, so we're going to show you another example of this. Okay, the first thing that people have to understand is what we're looking at and why we see it this way, is we got to go see some definitions here. So what we're going to do is this is a Title 8. This is their U.S. code. Section 1101 definitions. So it's Title 8, that's the U.S. code, all right? So if you go down there, you'll see term totalitarian party means, okay? An organization which advocates the establishment in the United States of a totalitarian dictatorship or totalitarianism. The terms totalitarian dictatorship and totalitarianism mean and refer to systems of government not representative in fact, which means they weren't elected, okay? So the people weren't elected to go and hold those offices. Characterized by the existence of a single political party, which we've proven, the two 527 organizations, which is your Democrats and Republicans, those are corporations and can't function as national parties. And then you had the other, which was the Communist Party USA, which was not characterized as a 527 organization. Don't forget the North American National Party, but we're not a communist party, okay? Organized on a dictatorial basis, so with so close an identity between such party and its policies, and the governmental policies of the country in which it exists, that the party and the government constitute an indistinguishable unit. So what's going on there is the Communist Party USA is sitting in the background, and they're the one making the policies. But you think it's a republic because you have two 527 private companies called Republicans and Democrats that are up there acting like they're making laws. But they're actually not. They're being told what to do by the Communist Party USA. Okay, so it exists at the party. Okay, so now remember this part: the forcible suppression of opposition to such party. Right there, the forcible suppression of opposition to such party. Okay, so now we're going to go over to the video that we're getting ready to watch, and I'll have to stop it in between to show everybody what we're seeing and what's going on here. Okay, so here we go. First of all, that looks like a Russian. This looks like your typical American. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Driver's license, proof, insurance.
What'd I do?
I'll get your driver's license and I'll explain it to you.
I'm working on it. No, what'd I do first? Why you pull me over?
Let me get your driver's license and
what do you pull me over for?
Okay, just to give you a little bit of background here. See, there's a notice on his window right here. So apparently this guy knows the traffic laws, and he's just trying to ask, what did he do? But and then the trooper is saying, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you that. I just need your driver's license. I need your driver's license. This goes on for a while, so just watch this.
Tell me that first.
Sir, let me explain something to you.
And what's your? I know the law. No, you have to tell me why you pull me over.
I don't have to tell you
bullshit.
Why I pulled you.
I have driver's license.
I have to identify you first.
No, you don't. You have a tag number right there. Are you J Troop or K Troop?
I have to identify you first. Why is he saying that? That's the whole deal. Why is this man saying I have to identify you first? And she actually doesn't.
Who are you?
Proof insurance.
No, what did you pull me over for first?
Sir, you can be difficult.
I do a what? I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm just telling you. I'm not. And you're also Anyway, I'm just asking, why'd you pull me over first? I did one wide open throttle. I'm a diagnostic mechanic. And you also pulled my son over, the same thing too, Caleb Miller. You saw me at Rose's one time with an open carry weapon. I'm just asking, and I know Jamie Atkins and all the bunch, whatever, but why'd you pull me over? Why? Need to know that first. No, you have my tag number. You can run it and get my name.
Just tag number doesn't mean it goes.
Okay, let's give you a little bit more background. This is a state trooper. All right, originally state troopers were created to protect the state capitol. In other words, the legislature created some state troopers to protect them at the capitol. This was back in the 40s and 50s. And nobody realizes the only jurisdiction that this trooper has is at the state capitol. He doesn't have jurisdiction over the highways. And he reports to the governor. So this man right here, technically, is the governor's private police force. So this guy here, based on what's getting ready to happen, does have a lawsuit against the governor and his wife for what this tool is about to get done, okay? But watch what's going on here.
Like the driver's vehicle.
It does show the insurance though on stuff.
Listen, that's correct.
No, but tell me why. You have to tell me why you pulled me over. You haven't identified yourself yet. I see a uniform. I see a vehicle. Okay. Why did you pull me over? I did a wide open throttle, real quick. I'm a diagnostic mechanic. I'm working on a truck, and I'm heading toward a guy's house to help me with it in Columbia.
Let me explain something. I
am listening. No, you don't have to explain. That's a cop's plane. No.
I need to identify who I'm speaking with. I'll explain to you why.
I am Robert B. Henschling. My birthday is 6/22/62. I own this truck, and I have registration and everything.
Boom, right there. He's got all the information he needs, doesn't he? He's got all the information he needs. That cop does. I first have to identify you. Now, what's that guy saying? He doesn't understand. Now, either the trooper does or does not understand. I can't say which, okay? But I do know one thing. Based on the National Registration Act of 1982 and all the other information that we have, he needs to have and present what? A membership card into the Communist Party. That's what he needs. And you'll notice here, ID refusals and confrontations, okay? So remember, if you refuse, there's a forcible suppression of opposition to such party. So Mr. Communist here is trying to get, and this is Mr. Non-Communist, trying to get an identification card, a communist membership ID card from this guy. And he's trying to see, he's already got his hand up. Okay, these are aggressive things. Cop's already got his hand up. He's already looking at him. He's like, dude, I want to kill you right now because you are not doing what I told you to do. Which is, I need your membership card to make what I'm doing here, meaning the cop, legal under what they call color of law, which they should have just said under communist law or communist policies. That's why they separated it and called under the color of law. Because why? Because he just arrested him without a warrant. That's under communist policy. That's Communist Party right there, running everything. So he needs the identification card, which is the membership card into the Communist Party. All right? This goes on for just a few.
You don't have to know that. Tell me why you pulled me over. I know who you are. And I know you know Jamie Atkins, R37, okay? I'm not naming names, but you have to tell me, you know, who you are, identify yourself. You do. I own this truck. You can run my tag number. Brand new tag, brand new license. Tell me why. There's my proof of insurance. It has my name on it right there. I don't have to hand this to you.
See, proof of insurance is not membership card into the Communist Party. Get it? And what the sad part about this is this guy right here, he doesn't know that he registered under the National Registration Act of 1982. And he doesn't know that that car is state property, not his personal property. his private property. He doesn't know that. So that's abuse number one, done by the legislature and the governor. Okay.
All I have to do is just show you. I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm asserting my right. No, I'm a nice guy. I'm a really nice guy.
Am I not being?
You are, but I don't have to. I don't have to do that. No. Tell me why you pull me over. Tell
You
me.
need to step out of the vehicle.
No.
He doesn't know what to do. See, this is when communists, he's like, he's right. And he doesn't know what to do. And he doesn't know, okay, I would imagine this guy sitting in uniform does not know why he has to have that driver's license. And that's why he's blanking out. He's starting to blank out. He doesn't know why. He was told he just has to have the driver's license when he was trained. The lawyers told him, oh, you just got to get the driver's license. But he personally probably does not know why. And when I'm looking at and I'm watching his face and I'm watching his reactions and I'm watching him blank out, he doesn't know what to do. Get out of the car. He went right back to training again. He's like, well, this guy's cornered me. I'm screwed. And I look like an idiot. Okay, so what do? They go to force. Every single time. Forcible suppression to such party. So what's going on here is the way it works in communist countries. Happens this way all the time.
In fact, I locked the doors or I went up a little bit too. I just need to ask. I'm going to a friend's house in Columbia right now. I did one wide open throttle on my truck. I just took it 1,200 mile round
See, he don't know what to do. He's completely confused.
trip. Jamie knows that. I sent him all the information, whatever. You know, I did one wide open throttle. I was not reckless driving. I did one wide open throttle on the truck. I let off. I saw you way back there, sitting back there. I have you on video right there.
That's fine. You're being on video on my video.
That's fine. That's really cool. I appreciate that. I really do.
You want to step out of your truck?
No, I'm not stepping out.
You want to step out of your truck, man?
No.
There's no reason to be this.
This is when the forcible suppression comes in to such party. This is when it starts. See, you won't give me your driver's license. You won't give me your membership card. So now I'm going to force it. Forcible suppression. This is classic communist operations.
There's no reason to step out either. There's no reason
Look, I'm
either.
gonna give you a couple options. Okay?
No.
You can,
No.
either, you can either get out of the vehicle or give me
No.
a license.
I can give you my license, but I'm not stepping out of the vehicle.
Give me a license.
No. It's very dangerous for me to be out, stepping out, you know, in this situation. You don't know me, I don't know you. No.
See, it's a state vehicle. Somehow he knows that. He's putting his hands in there, no warrant, no nothing. It's a state vehicle. He's just going to say, okay, all right, I'm done. Forcible suppression.
Listen to me, get out of the
Let's
truck.
go
No,
force.
Get out of
there's
the truck.
my license
Get out
right
of the
there.
truck. You're being disorderly.
No.
Your lawful command. Get out
There's
of the
my
vehicle.
license. It's not a
Get out of
lawful
the vehicle.
command. No.
Get out of the vehicle.
No.
Okay, lawful command means a command from a commanding officer within the military. That's what a lawful command is. Police can't lawfully command people that they serve. That's a big thing that everybody doesn't understand. In a communist country, yes, because all the property is government owned and state owned. Everything has been nationalized. Okay, but but right now, see, he's got his arm in there and everything. This is not obviously private property. Otherwise, he would not be able to do that. And this guy in the car just doesn't know that. Okay, but what's really going on is what I think is happening here is this cop has been pulling over his brother and everybody else because they got these notices on their car, and they've got him listed as sovereign citizen domestic terrorist is what I think they've got him listed as, and which puts him on the political assassination list. Okay, so just remember that. This will get worse.
There's no reason for this.
Quit reaching onto the seat. You leave that license.
My gun.
See, he had to get rid of the notice right there. He had to get rid of it. That's what he was trying to do.
over there. There's no reason for this. Here's my brand new license. Jamie just got me this license. Do not do that. No.
Get out of the car. Get out of the truck. Get out of the truck right now.
There's no reason. You did this to my son.
Get out of the truck.
No.
See, he said, you did this to my son. This guy here, they've got them listed as sovereign citizen domestic terrorists. Because why? Because they know the law. They don't like that. Communists don't like it when you know the law.
You're under arrest for disorderly conduct.
I didn't do anything.
Failure to obey a lawful.
Disorderly conduct only applies to state employees.
Man, get out of the truck.
There's my
Get out of the truck.
Right there. No. No. Stop it.
Get out of the truck.
Stop it.
Get out of the truck. Get out of the truck.
You can call Jamie Atkins right now.
Get out of the truck.
I have my license on. I didn't.
See, all you had to do is call Jamie Atkins. Why didn't you just make the phone call, dude? Just back off. Just back off. You're trying to kill the dude. You just back off. That's all you got to do. He's not going anywhere. Nothing's happening. Call Jamie Atkins. He's trying to go to peace right here. That's what this dude's doing. And he's trying to do it with a little bit of self-respect. Okay? But the governor's police force, Mississippi governor's police force right here is personal police. And the legislature's personal cops are out here doing this stuff to people.
And I have a seatbelt on. I didn't do anything wrong.
Get out of the truck.
No. You call R37 right now.
Get out of the vehicle.
No.
Get out of the truck.
No. Stop it. There's no reason for this bullshit now.
I tried to tell you that. You smell like you've been drinking.
No, I'm not.
Get out of the truck.
No.
Now all of a sudden he's been drinking. See, he just made that up, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows that man is not drunk. He's not been drinking, nothing. He just made it up to justify what he's doing here. Which means what? If he's been drinking, that means he's been drinking as a state employee in a state car, state-owned vehicle, registered under the National Registration or Automobile Registration Act of 1982. That's what's happening. He's enforcing totalitarian dictatorship and a communist party dictates. That's what he's doing. He's being told it's something else. In their training, they're being told this. All this was because he didn't give him his communist membership card. Y'all need to understand, this is why these things happen. And every time you'll see these stuff, and you'll see all the little CIA agents come in, right? And say, well, he should have done what the cop told him to do. Well, he should have done that. The cop said do this, this, and this. He's just a sovereign citizen. Must be a domestic terrorist. Kill him, shoot him. You get all those comments. That comes from all the communists in the country. You need to respect and worship the state.
No.
Get out of the truck. I'm gonna
No.
tase you. You understand? Get out of the vehicle.
No. Tase me if you want to. Tase
Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle.
Tase me. Tase me. That shit don't bother me. You understand?
See, it's just weak. The whole thing is just weak. It's really not even respectful.
Let me see your hand.
My hands are right there.
Hand up.
Stop it!
Get out of the truck.
Stop it!
Get out of the truck.
Call Jamie Atkins right now. Call your supervisor right
Get out
now.
of the vehicle now.
I haven't done it.
Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle now.
I haven't done it.
Get out. Get out of the truck.
He punched him in the face. And he does. All it is he doesn't have his communist membership card. That's all it is. That's all this is about.
Stop it!
Get out of the truck.
Stop it! Look, stop it!
Quit reaching. Quit reaching.
I'm not
Quit reaching. Quit trying to put
gun
your
is over
goddamn.
there. Stop it! Stop it! Stop this! De-escalate!
Haysburg.
You hear me?
Haysburg, give me some assistance here. I need assistance. Hold
Kept telling him, de-escalate, stop it.
on. Traffic stop.
Stop it! I haven't done anything wrong.
Stop moving.
I ain't done anything.
Haysburg, I need some assistance. Highway 98, westbound.
I haven't done anything.
Got a subject not want to exit the vehicle.
Got a subject that doesn't want to exit the vehicle. That's communist speak, folks. That's not republic speak. That's what communists say. He's subject of the state. He's not a citizen of the state. He's subject of the state. That's why they say that. So everybody understands what's going on. All right. This is Communist Party attacking somebody who thinks he's in a republic.
Stop it.
Get out of the truck now.
You saw me.
Get out of the truck.
You saw me. You saw me. At Rose.
Get out of the truck.
You saw me at Rose's barbecue one
I don't
time.
care.
I'm not a violent person.
Well, you
are being violent.
Get out of the truck.
No. No.
Get out of the truck.
No.
Now, break the man's neck. Sounds like a good idea because he wouldn't show you his driver's license. His feelings are just so hurt. That's how sensitive Communist Party members are. They just get real upset.
Get out of the truck. Get out of the truck.
Now he's trying to kill him. That's attempted murder right there. He's pushing his face into his chest so he can't breathe. That's attempted murder, by the way.
Get out.
Let me go.
Get out.
Let me go.
Get out. Step out of the truck.
Now here is another Communist Party member. He might as well just be Antifa. Okay, he's probably undercover, whoever he is. Listen to what he says real carefully.
Yeah, put your hand on your back. Put your hand, boy. Come on, I'll kick your ass.
Come on, boy, go on, I'll kick your ass. Listen to him again now.
Put your hands behind your back. We have to shoot this motherfucker.
We're going to have to shoot this motherfucker. Y'all get it now? These two people right here aren't state troopers and undercover cops. These are Communist Party members. They're getting ready to go after somebody. The boy's got Trump on the front of his t-shirt. We have to shoot this motherfucker. See, to these guys right here, that isn't a human being sitting in that car. Well, you shouldn't have done that. You should have just handed them the driver's license. Yeah, so they can keep funding their Communist Party. So keep being that way. Keep being. Don't bring it up. You know, just conform. You have to conform. That's what one cop said to me one time. You have to conform. You have to conform to the Communist Party. Man arrested him without a freaking warrant. That's illegal as hell. Oh, they go, it's under the color of law. No, it's under the Communist Party law. Okay? We have to shoot this motherfucker. That's what the man said. That's how much respect they have for life. They have zero respect for life. That's it. They don't care. They'll line everybody up, just shoot them, don't give a shit, and they'll go on home like nothing happened. Have dinner, say goodnight to the wife, go to bed, sleep like babies. They don't care. They don't care about life. I'm hoping everybody sees that. Now, this guy can come back and do a Title 42. You know, he can do a Title 42, Section 1983 in that communist system. He can do that. Whether it comes about, I don't know. Whether anything happens, I don't know, because half the, if not all the judges are all communists. Prosecutors are communists. Everybody knows that. Hell, the American Bar Association operates with the Lawyers Guild, which is a communist party, bulwark of the Communist Party. Even their U.S. Congress said it. So y'all see what happens? This whole thing of blaming the victim for just not showing a simple ID, that's sick. This country is real sick. And the communists have trained you well. Because, oh, those police are there to protect you. What did the man just say to him? We gotta shoot this motherfucker. We're going to have to shoot this motherfucker? This could have been a whole lot different. Because all he would have said was this. All right, sir, you got a problem? All right, no problem. I got you in an 84, because he comes back later and says, I got you in an 84 and a 65. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the court. I'm going to swear a warrant out for you. And I'll see you then. And I've got your address and everything else. Just go ahead and get ready. I'll go ahead and swear a warrant out for you because you were endangering the public. That's all he's got to do. He ain't going anywhere. He lives there. The man ain't leaving. He's not going to take off and become a fugitive. Very easy. He's got a job. He's a mechanic. He told him what he was doing, why he was doing 84, because he was pushing on the gas and all this other kind of stuff. He told him why he was doing it. Didn't really argue with him about that. Say, that's okay. All right, you don't want to show me driver's license. That's fine. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll just go down because I got you in 84 and 65. I got the record of that. I'll go ahead and show that to the judge and swear a warrant out for you. Because that's a crime. That's a public safety issue. We agree with that. We're not disputing whether he was whether that cop was right or right or wrong. What we're disputing how he did it. It's really stupid how he did it. It's that stupid training that they get from the Communist Party. Okay? If this guy was doing an 84 in a 65, hell yeah. He needs to be slowed down. He needs to be stopped, or he needs to have a warrant out for him. But just go down to the court. It's easy. Just go swear one out. And hit him at work the next day. All right, we're going to go ahead and take you in. You were a public safety hazard yesterday. And I've got you on camera, and here it is right here. We're going to think, and that's a criminal act. It is a public safety issue. That's a criminal act, and you're under arrest. It's real simple. You didn't have to go all Gestapo on him and start punching him and stuff like that. That just makes you look like a retard. This is why we call you the village retards. Because your trainers and your handlers make you look stupid and escalate things like this. It's really stupid looking. It's an embarrassment to the country. The T-Rose show gets millions of hits a month. Okay, there are going to be millions of people watching this jerk off right here essentially look stupid. He had all the information he needed. He could have just wrote him a ticket. He actually didn't need the driver's license. Oh, unless it's a Communist Party member license and he's trying to cover his ass legally. And the prosecutor wants to cover his cop legally. They say, well, you can't bother him. It's consensual. You have to have consent. So we can't bother him unless we have consent. However, politically, we can go after him. Because why? Because of the simple definition. A forcible suppression of opposition to such party. So that cop was issuing forcible suppression because the man in the car simply wasn't a communist. It's real simple. And he wasn't a part of the totalitarian party. Communist Party USA. You got to add anything, John? Would like to add anything?
No, sir, you're doing good.
All righty. Was there anything else I need to cover on this?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening to the 155th broadcast of the T-Rose Show. We hope you learned something. There are ways to de-escalate this kind of thing. There are ways to handle this kind of thing. All this does is just cause nothing but violence between police and the people. But, that's the way the communists are. They always have to have violence between them and the people and their subjects, right? Subject won't get out of his state-owned vehicle on the National Registration Act of 1982 that we deceived him into registering our car into, and we deceived him into getting one of our driver's licenses, and deceived him into consenting, okay, to regulate private property. So if he gives us the okay, the consent under that little driver's license, yes, you can you can regulate all my private property. It's okay, Mr. State. That's all right. And that's what it's all about. Thanks for listening to the 155, and we'll see you next week.